Hi, welcome to Women in Midlife. I'm Karen. Thank you for coming to my channel where we are going to talk about anything and everything that pertains to women over 50s. So stick around and we'll be back. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Women in Midlife. This pretty young lady in front of you is Neetia. She's a physiotherapist, and I invited her today to address some of the common issues that women above 50 that we face. So please welcome Neetia.
Hi. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Neetia. Thanks for making time to be with us.
No problem at
So
all. Don't worry.
tell the audience about yourself.
Okay, I'm Neetia Ranjini Ramesh. I'm actually a physiotherapist. I'm practicing as a physio for 12 years.
Oh,
And most of the time I was exposed under orthopedic department. I'm actually a sports and surgical specialist.
okay.
So I handle sports and surgical.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
I was a few years in GH and I was 3 years in Gleneagles Penang. And now I'm actually running my own clinic for 6 years.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. You must have seen some horrible injuries from sportsmen, isn't it?
Yes, actually, I've been in orthopedic department for easily 7 years now.
Okay, okay. So I want to ask you one of the things that a lot of women over 50 face. I, for one, and when I got to first meet you, I had such severe frozen shoulder. Maybe you can explain to the audience how, what is actually frozen shoulder and how that pain feels like. Because some people don't even realize they have frozen shoulder. Yeah.
The first thing is frozen shoulder happen with wear and tear. That means you've been using it too much, especially housewife or women, we attempt to overuse our muscles, especially shoulders, groceries, cooking, cleaning, grooming. That's what it happens, and also injuries.
Okay.
And diabetic after 50 can also be a reason for frozen shoulder. And the first thing you will notice is you can't wear your bra.
Okay.
You can't reach.
Okay.
That will be the first thing that you notice.
Right.
And second thing is tying up your hair.
Ah.
So these are the
So,
symptoms.
so the movement of like this, it starts to be
Will be
painful.
stiffen up.
Okay.
Yes. Internal and up.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
And sometimes we even neglect it by moving. We will start to hook it forward. We don't do it backward.
Yes.
And we will cut hair short. We don't tie up.
Okay.
So, but they don't realize it. They're actually going into early stage of frozen shoulder.
Okay.
And frozen shoulder, the only treatment is physio and exercise.
Okay.
Yes. So if you neglect it, it can go up to 1 year to recover. It takes 6 months to a year to recover, and sometimes it will never recover. So what the surgeon do, they put you to sleep, and they will manually manipulate the shoulder.
Oh.
So
That sounds
it's
painful.
also it's very painful because they will open up the entire shoulder.
Okay.
Yes. And again, you will go through physio process.
Right. But why is it women tends to be, I mean, from my observation, generally I find more women than men gets frozen shoulder. So is it due to our physiological being, or is it because someone actually say is maybe because women have to buckle their bra and that movement over the years affects it? Is that true?
No, actually, it's not like that. Men do have it, men do get it,
Right.
but women attempt to get it more because we use our shoulders more, hand back. continuously.
Right. Okay.
And we lift up groceries a lot,
Right.
household work, cooking,
Okay.
these movements.
Right.
And worst thing is we don't take a break.
Mm.
Women attempt to do multitasking at one time.
Yes.
So while we are cooking, we do house cleaning.
Right.
While we are working, we will be doing typing.
Yes. Yes.
And we talk a lot in the phone.
That's
While
true.
we are talking in the phone, we're doing other things,
Right.
So
right.
continuously, we are wearing it off.
Mm.
We overuse it.
Okay. So the
Yes.
question is how can we prevent frozen shoulder to happen?
Okay. First thing is you must have a regime.
Okay.
Don't overuse it. Listen to your body. If the shoulder said you are tired, that means you have to rest it. And second thing, I will say that once you're above 30, start to pick up one exercise which is not strained to the body and is a daily routine. For example, like yoga, swimming, gentle weightlifting, stretching. But you have to have it a regime. You have to do it continuously.
Okay.
And most important thing, don't overuse it.
Okay. So if I have it already, but I'm not it's not painful enough to visit a physio, but it's there, it's nagging pain. Is there some exercise that I can at least do so that it ease the pain a little bit?
Okay, I will tell stretching,
Okay.
yoga, and swimming.
Oh, swimming. Okay. So would
Helps
that
a
be the front
Yes.
like this and then the back?
Back. And if you don't swim, if you can't swim,
Right.
you can go to the pool and start doing pendulum movements in the water, rotation, lifting up hands. Because once in the water, there's no weight.
Yes.
So there is zero risk of injuries.
That's a good, very, very good advice. Very, very good. So the other thing that seems to be another issue as well is plantar fasciitis, which is when, and I notice
Yes.
again, isn't it? All women, I find like everyone I talk to, the same symptoms. So like you wake up in the morning and the minute you touch the ground, oh, you feel like the pins and needles coming right through.
Yes, really.
Yeah. So why do we have this? What's going on?
High heels.
Huh?
High heels.
High heels.
High heels.
Oh, but I love
Yes.
my high heels.
we all will like to wear this crazy tiny little sharp high heels with the pain, and we go through the function, and most of our ladies, especially those who are in the office, they wear it throughout the days. The entire day they will be running with their heels.
Right.
High heels happen because there is a bone spur in your heel. So when you keep rubbing it and when your calf is tight,
Right.
that's when the plantar fasciitis happen to occurs,
Okay.
And sometimes what we do is we stand very long.
Yes, we do.
So when we stand, most of the high heels, we don't have cushion. It will be hard surface.
Okay.
And the posture will be this way, So the entire pressure will be on your heel. And female, we have this issue. We grow sideways fast and we shrink fast.
Okay.
So the leg couldn't understand the changes, the weight. He can't get used to the weight, Suddenly you put on, suddenly you shrink. So they are not used to it. There's also a way of telling wear and tear.
Oh, I see. And so are you saying that we can never wear high heels? Is that
We
it?
can wear high heels, short period. And second thing, you have to do a lot of calf stretching. Make sure your calf and your toes are in a stretchable position. It have to be nicely stretched.
Oh, okay. Is that the one that you stand on your toes and you keep doing that?
Yes. And you can also do the wall stretch, where you can stretch your calf. And do a lot of tippy toes.
Tippy toes. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Big toe stretching.
So if this is your toes, you keep doing that and
Grip.
stretching.
Yes.
Okay.
Even with all these long hours of high heels, it doesn't help.
Right.
And your weight.
Okay, yeah, understand. Because your feet is carrying your body weight, isn't it?
Most of the time, plantar fasciitis occurs during pregnancy when immediately you have double weight in your body.
True.
You shoot up,
Yeah.
That's the part where we get it.
So I was told that there's a kind of a ball that you can help with rolling. Would that help?
Yes,
Okay.
ball, even foot rollers, all this will help.
Right.
And on top of that, you can wear shoes with soft insole, like a cushion,
Okay.
so that you are not pressing on the hard surface.
Understand.
That helps.
Is there any? I know it's not in your realm, but would you recommend any vitamins that women can take to help with this? Because it's funny because for me it came and it disappeared after 6 months just by having insoles and having better cushioning with my shoes, and then it disappeared, which was good because I couldn't walk in the morning. It was very painful.
Usually, vitamin D helps, glucosamine helps, and omega-3 fish oil.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yes. So you can have all this, and on top of that, play with your meal. As long as we got good diet, it's more than enough actually.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, good diet and time for your exercise.
correct. That's so important, isn't it? Because I recently spoke to a dietitian as well, and how they were saying that they're able to change or prolong a person's quality of life from cancer to extending his lifestyle, and he was given only 2 months and he could extend that much longer just by changing his food. And that's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing news.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Diet is very important. Our diet is very bad.
yes, very bad. It's full of all the curries. Timing? What do you
And timing. We eat very late actually. We don't follow the time. If you take breakfast at 8, it have to be at 8.
Okay.
Because your body is waiting for that,
Right.
The timing is very important. And your lunch, if it's 12, it have to be 12. It's not when the tummy screams and you go and have it, Follow the time. And eat small portion frequently. That helps actually.
Okay.
And early dinner.
Oh, okay. All right.
And no strict diets. We don't starve call as it's diet, It doesn't work that way.
No, I agree.
Yes. We can cut down the portion, but we don't stay starving.
Correct, because the body will keep asking for more food, isn't it? Yeah.
You can do it in a way of you can go for liquid diet,
right,
or soft diet. Or you can cut one meal, but not the entire day. That doesn't work that way.
That's a very, very good advice, Neetia. Yeah, I think people
and swap with fruit diet. That also helps, From your rice, you can swap fruit or oats.
More fiber, right?
Yes.
I heard about this thing called pinched nerves. Can you explain what does that mean?
Okay, pinched nerve happens when you have spur or prolapse disc, where the spur will attempt to press on your nerves. That is what we call pinched nerve, the narrowing of the space.
Okay.
So the symptoms for you to know is you will have sharp pain.
Okay.
Sharp pain and radiating. That is nerve.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So bone spurs, does it just happen randomly? Because how does it happen? Because I heard of people having up the neck area and their feet, obviously. How does that?
Okay, it's like very simple. Okay, it started out with simple neck pain. Okay, and you don't treat it for a long duration, you will attempt to lose your posture. That is, you will start to hunch.
Right.
When you start hunching, that's when the spur start to take place, because you will start to rub on a wrong direction. So when you have the spur will be sitting on the nerve pathways. So that's where it will be start to press on the nerve.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's say if it is neck, so we have one nerve called cervical nerve, which radiates from the neck to the shoulder and below your elbows and everywhere.
Right.
So when it start pinch here or here, you'll feel the entire hand pain, numbness, and crawling and all this.
Oh, also like even like little
So
pinchy.
it's at one place.
Interesting. Okay, okay. So and bone spurs is operable?
Yes. And the biggest nerve that always give us trouble will be cervical nerve and sciatica nerve.
Oh, okay.
This is the two major nerves which always triggers in our body.
Can you explain to our audience what is cervical nerve? Where? It's here. Yes. And the sciatica is where?
Okay, sciatica is low back pain.
Okay.
So when people say low back pain or patient complain low back pain, if you don't treat it, eventually they will attempt to use the nerve as a compensation for their back muscle. So that is sciatica nerve compression.
Okay.
So sciatica nerve compression goes through your lower back to your gluteal, that is your bum muscle, your inner thigh, hamstring, and straight to the calf.
Right.
So when it compresses in L4, L5, that is your spine,
Right.
entire leg will start to have issues like numbness, tingling, pain, throbbing pain, and sometimes they can also lose the ability, the strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. So, and this can even happen for younger women, isn't it?
Yes,
Even
yes.
when pregnant.
Heavy lifting,
Mm,
fall, accident,
yeah.
and like myself personally, I've been having sciatica for 5 years because I lift up patients.
Oh, yeah.
And personally, for me, what helps me is physio. Not me. I have a colleague who did physio for me. She's a physiotherapist, and swimming helps a lot.
Okay, so swimming is at least you're not carrying all the weight, isn't it? And you can
Yes,
do all
yes.
that.
And I build my muscle with zero weight.
Okay.
And third thing is I lost easily 8 kg.
Wow, amazing.
That really helped me actually.
Okay, so
With proper diet.
and then so swimming you will do every day or
I started doing 3 times a week. And then I alternated it twice a week.
Okay.
And now I try to go at least once a week.
Yeah.
But all this have to be a lifetime
Correct.
management.
True,
Yes.
true, I agree.
Because once you have the injury, it will never be cured forever. So you have to do maintenance.
Okay, so I have this worry in terms of the question that some people are very fond of taking painkillers to numb the pain or to and for me that is my personal is that is not a good thing because you won't know where your pain is coming from. What would you advise our audience, those who like to tend to take painkillers and a bit too much, maybe something that you can advise someone from this business?
Actually, for me, if you ask me, taking painkiller is not a solution. It's just a temporary relief. And second thing is you are leading yourself to a major problem. Yes, because each painkiller, that means you're putting your weight on your kidney.
Yes.
So muscle pain, nerve pain, all this can be sorted out. We have solution. Exercise, physio,
Right.
But when you have weight on the kidney, the solution will be dialysis. So that's what you are leading yourself to. That's why I always advise my patient, if you can't take the pain, go and get a solution. Painkiller is not a solution. It's just to give you a temporary relief until you get the right solution. Yeah.
Correct. And I think maybe it's also to educate people that physio takes longer. It does take
Yes.
effort. Yeah.
It's not immediate result.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. And it takes effort on both the patient to
Mm.
do that, because you can only help them that 1 hour session that you give. Then the
Yes.
rest is for that person to continue doing it at home, isn't it?
We are actually like a teacher, we teach you how to do things, we recover it for you.
Correct.
You do the maintenance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's important to note, because sometimes people will say, oh, it's so troublesome. I have to go there 3 times a week, and and it's so expensive, blah, blah, blah. But I think that if the routine or the stretches has been taught to them, and they can continue to do it at home, that should help, isn't it? That's the way it should be, isn't it?
Actually, Karen, to be very honest, I'm in this field for quite some time, I have helped a lot of patients from sending them for surgery, I really helped a lot of patients. So physio, personally for myself, it helped.
Right.
Like I've been suffering with sciatica. If I didn't get it treated, I can't work. I can't lift up my patient,
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's not because I'm a physiotherapist, I'm telling it's good. I feel like it beneficial.
Yeah.
It can actually buy time for a worse scenario.
Correct. No, I agree, definitely. And it's something that people have to realize that this is part of their wellness journey to
Yes.
yeah.
And especially we female, somehow or other we are made to be the soft one. So when you're soft, you want out faster. We are not the strong build, Our body is meant to be quite flexible than man. So that flexibility causes to want out faster. So it's better for you to take care now itself. It doesn't mean you go straight to physiotherapist. You can start to do simple exercises, or you go to a physiotherapist, learn simple exercises, and you do a lifetime maintenance.
Exactly. Okay. One last thing on this is, when do you use cold packs and when do you use hot packs? Because we get a bit confused sometimes.
Confused.
Yeah. It's like
Cold pack is for immediate. If you had a fall, immediately put cold pack, bruise, and after surgery.
Okay.
So that is cold pack. Hot pack to keep you comfortable. That is, if it's a long duration of pain, you've been suffering with it for ages, then you can put hot pack. It gives you a nice relief, just to pamper the body. I personally prefer cold pack always.
Okay. So is it safe to
Like
say? Sorry, is it safe to say for cold packs, generally, if you have immediate inflammation, you use a cold pack?
Yes.
First? Okay.
Yep. And if it's fracture, nerve pain, and immediate action, inflammation, is cold pack. If muscle pain, throbbing pain, old age pain, hot pack.
Okay. I hope audience you heard that, and I'll to make sure that you do the right thing. And of course, the last thing, I think most of us, not both men and women, we all have problems with knee injury, especially if we are quite active. I myself had 2 knee surgeries already. So so it's again, it's like this journey, at some point somehow the knee gives way and all that. Again, what would you recommend for someone who's active, what can and to prevent the knee from being injured and all that? Is there something that we can do so that when we exercise we don't injure it or don't trigger anything? Because I was quite brutal with my body when I was younger. I would run, I would hike. Yeah. What would you advise?
What I will advise is, whether you're a sports person or you just do your daily routine like walking, jogging, or anything, both of us are in the same circle. What I will advise is, before we do any activities, before we go into this,
Right.
please strengthen up and stretch your thigh and your gluteal muscle and your hip.
Oh, a warm
Because
up first.
that, yes, warm
Okay.
up first. Do stretching and strengthening before you do your heavy exercises or heavy games,
Okay.
Do a lot of warm up, a lot of stretching.
Okay.
And start running, it doesn't work that way.
And I suppose after that, a proper cool down as well is super important.
Yes.
Okay. So the
And
stretches.
start slow. Yes.
All
If
right.
you want to run, you want to do a jog every day, start with gentle walking, warm up the body, introduce your body first.
Right.
Then slowly start with the speed. Even like a football players, go walk 2 rounds in the field, do a little bit of jog, then you go into the game. Don't straight away throw yourself into the ground and start playing. Don't do that. The body gets a shock.
They get into a major shock, isn't it?
Yes, that's
Okay.
where we attempt to have a lot of injuries in the knee.
True. I think when you are younger, you don't think about these things, and then that's where you get all these injury much.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Okay. And so before we end the session, is there anything that you like to advise? I mean, our audience is generally women, but we have also men who have subscribed to us. Is there anything that you would advise? Just an everyday routine, a stretch, or that you like to advise us to do so that we keep our body strong.
Okay. What I would like to say is, yes, all of us are very busy, even myself. Sometimes to get half an hour to ourselves is very difficult. But now, at this era where we all are going in instant, so try to spend at least 1 hour or 45 minutes will do.
Right.
Do your stretching. Yes, and that will help you throughout the day, Whatever we do, we can run around, we can walk upside down, But that half an hour to 45 minutes stretching and little bit of strengthening helps.
Okay, so when you say strengthening, is some dumbbells, some weight training. Am I right?
Yeah, even that can, or you can just put your yoga mat and do a little bit of stretching with a towel. You can do towel pull up stretching,
Right.
opening your shoulder, calf stretching with the towel, and quad stretching. Lie down on your tummy, bend your knee. All those very simple, zero risk, and it can help you throughout the day.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Neetia. Thank you so much.
No problem.
For all the audience, if you are in Penang, do visit Neetia. Neetia, what's the name of your company and your address so that they can go and visit you?
My clinic name is Ocean Physiotherapy and Sports Injury, and we are actually in Green Lane. I'm right opposite Green Lane US Pizza. So you can Google my website and you can call me. Okay. So Ocean Physiotherapy and Sports Injury.
Okay, so everybody listen up. Ocean Physio is in Penang. I will leave a description down below. And thank you, Neetia, for your time. And we talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye, Karen.
Bye.